Recording in progress.
Hey guys, once again, this is Mr. D of DSS Review Center. And today I will be sharing with you or teaching you about circle. Okay, so specifically, we will be discussing intercepted arcs and inscribed angles. Okay, so let's start. What is a circle first? So circle is defined as a perfectly round shape, a line that is curved so that it ends, meet, and every point on the line is the same distance with the center. In this unit, you will encounter concepts and problems related to circle and other related terms such as chords, arcs, angles, tangents, segments, and sectors. Okay? To answer problems involving circles, there are different theorems and postulates that you need to learn. Okay, so let's start. Let's say postulate number one, the central angle intercepted arc postulate. What does it say? Okay, it says that this postulate states that the measure of the central angle of a circle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc and vice versa. What does it mean? If the central angle is 60, then the arc should be 60. Oh, is that so? How do we know? Let's see. Let us measure. Okay? Let us use this protractor to measure this particular angle. So, AQB. Of course. So, yung side ng protractor dapat nandito sa side na to. And the way I see it, yes, it is 60 degrees using this. So, we have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yes, the angle is 60 degrees. If we measure the arc, let's start with 180. So 180 is, of course, let's make it 0. So 180 to 170 is 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And that's true. The arc is also 60 degrees. So the angle here is 60 degrees. We may use this measurement while the measurement of the arc, okay, this intercepted arc is also 60 degrees. And that confirms that the, the central angle and the intercepted arcs have equal measurement. So we may now agree that the postulate, okay, this postulate about central angle and intercepted arc are true. Okay, so with that, we will be using that idea to be able to answer series of questions. Okay, with that, let us complete each statement. Number one, if the central angle measures 75 degrees, then what is the measure of the intercepted arc? Of course, correct. That is also 75 degrees. Okay, how about this one? If the intercepted arc measures 110 degrees, then what is the measure of the central angle? Of course, 110 degrees also. How about this one? If the central angle is a straight angle, then the measure of its intercepted arc is... So what is the measurement of the straight angle? So definitely a straight angle forms a straight line that is actually 180 degrees. So the measurement of its intercepted arc is also 180 degrees. Okay, so remember that. And number 4, if the intercepted arc is a semicircle, then what is the measure of the central angle? So semicircle is half of the circle. Definitely, if it is half of the circle, we know that one revolution of the unit circle is 360. So half of it is 180 degrees. It's actually the reverse of question number 3. Okay, how about this one? If the central angle forms a right angle, then the measure of its intercepted arc is, so if it is a right angle, okay, that's correct. Right angle is 90 degrees. Therefore, the intercepted arc is also 90 degrees. So, more or less, you can easily remember the relation between the central angle and its intercepted arc and vice versa. Okay? So, one more. How about this one? Inscribed angle and intercepted arc. What does it mean? Take a look at the illustration. So, this is actually the inscribed angle and this is the intercepted arc. We are actually talking about arc A and angle 2 only. Okay? So, we are talking about arc A and angle 2. How come there's angle 1 here? I will explain you later. It has a specific purpose. Okay, so with that, if this is the this is intercepted arc and this is the inscribed angle, let us try to measure. Let us measure the angle 1 because once we know the measurement of angle 1, we can be able to determine the measure of arc A, right? Okay, so with the use of this protractor, okay, you may see that here, this is the angle from here up to here is actually almost 45. So that is actually 44 degrees. Okay, now that we know that angle 1 is 44 degrees, we are sure that arc A is also 44 degrees. Okay, so what? Let's proceed. How about this one? Let's see the measurement of angle 2 using the protractor. Okay, and if we use it, it's 10, 20, around 22 degrees. Okay, so now the arc A is 44 degrees and angle 2 is 22 degrees. The question is, what relationship can you conclude about the measures of intercepted arcs and inscribed angles? Can you see any connection? This is 44 and this is 22. What can you say about it? Okay, so definitely it is very clear that the measure of the intercepted arc, okay, is twice of the inscribed angle, or the measurement of the inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc. Okay, so now this is our conclusion. The measure of the inscribed angle is half the measure of its intercepted arc. And let us use that idea to be able to answer these questions. Let's say, if the measure of angle 1 here is 60 degrees, then what is the measure of angle 2? We know that if angle 1 is 60, then the intercepted arc is also 60. Based on our conclusion, angle 2 is half of it. Therefore, angle 2 is correct. It's 30 degrees. Okay, next. If the measure of angle 2 is 37 degrees, then the measurement of arc A is very good. Just double this angle and you will get 74 degrees. Number 3, if the measure of arc A is 48, then what is the measurement of angle 2? Again, get half of 48 and you will get 24 degrees. How about this one? If the measure of angle 2 is 23.5, then the measurement of angle 1 is, okay, so just double and arc A is the same. 23.5 times 2 is 47 degrees. How about number 5? If the measure of arc A is 56.8, then the measurement of angle 1 is correct. It's also 56.8 because they are central angles. Okay? How about angle 2? Okay, so just get half of it. Half of 56 is 28. Half of 0.8 is 0.4. Therefore, 28.4. Okay, so you learned two things today: the measurement of the central angle and the intercepted arcs, and the inscribed angle in relation to its intercepted arc. Okay, so once again, this is Mr. D of DSS Review Center, and for more videos, just always subscribe. Okay, thank you and good day.